early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to Planet Coaster Career Mode. In our last episode, we actually wrapped up Miss Ellie's Diner, and so now we are moving on to Goldmine Tower. Some poor fella bought this mine from a prospector and took out some big loans to pay for it. Sounds like something I would do, honestly. Turns out it was a scam. The varmint has salted the mine. Oh no. Now he's trying to turn it into a tourist attraction with some fireworks he was given and old West style streets. But it's not doing as well as he hoped and he needs your help. I wonder why. Maybe it's the West style streets? Maybe people aren't really into the Wild West theme? I don't know. Maybe we don't have many rides here. Like, seriously, I don't know. Let's see. What do we have going for us over here? Oh, that's actually kind of pretty. And there's something on it. Oh, it's a coaster. Nice. So this actually has a pretty nice queue. How much are we charging for it? You know what? No, I'm not going to accept that. $30. We're going to go for that right now. And let's go for maybe 10 minutes on maintenance, just in case, you guys. You never know. Let's see. Do we have any staff here to actually take care of that? We have one mechanic named Dudley McAllister. Well, Dudley, we're going to train you just because for some reason you're getting a lot of pay and not enough training. That's weird. This is weird, though. We don't have other staff. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hire a janitor just in case because, you know, things start getting a little bit messy and people start complaining. And let's hire a security guard because ever since that update, crime has just been a big problem. Alright, so let's see, our entrance is right back there. I guess let's just place them there. If our entrance is right back there, that means we're going to have to create a work roster. So let's go ahead and do that right away before we actually look at the objectives, because I have a feeling that these objectives are going to be insane. So let's see, entrance. Let's go ahead and save work roster there and assign it to Ruben Dowd. So you, sir, are going to watch this. What's wrong with you? You're not getting enough pay? Fine, $225 for you as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what our objectives are. So, what the heck? So we have to build coasters. Oh my gosh, we have to build coasters. What? No. We just started a scenario in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 that is kind of exactly like this. We have to build coasters and only coasters. I mean, I'm sure that maybe we don't only have to build coasters. Let's see. Yeah, we have track rides. We have any fly rides? We have some fly rides. Okay, so that's not that bad. We don't only have to build coasters, but for the objectives, we have to kind of focus on that. So this is not going to be so good for us. Ugh. I think we're going to start off with maybe placing some of these rides here so we can earn some kind of money from them. Because clearly, we started with some money, but it's maybe not going to be enough to build all these coasters. So we have to build coasters that have seemingly maybe some kind of length. Aha! Okay, so, the coasters that we build here will never actually be able to satisfy these needs either. Same thing with these over here. And it seems like maybe only this one can be satisfied by... Ooh, boy, that's gonna have to be very, very on point, actually, if we want to do that. Eesh, we're gonna have to build like 6 different coasters, honestly. That's what it's looking like. Unless we already have coasters that fit the bill, then, you know, I'm gonna take the easy way out, because, I'm sure that some of you guys who are playing these scenarios already have your own coasters built as well. So, it seems like for these, though, we don't exactly have anything. Do we have... Let's see, what kind of coasters do we have here, actually? Hybrid steel-topped, hybrid steel track, mine train, wooden. Ooh, that's not really a good start. I mean, we do have some of these coasters already, but I'm pretty sure that the coasters I have are super expensive and are never actually going to work for these. Let's see, Serenity Valley Express. I mean, that kind of coaster is right there, and I'm pretty sure that that one's a lot more entertaining than Serenity Valley Express. High Seas, oh boy, Beast of Carbnog. This one's actually pretty long. I don't think it's going to satisfy anything. It's, you know, it's a fairly good ride in terms of excitement, but that's about all it has going for it. Again, it was my first coaster, so it's really not that good. So yeah, we're gonna have to build all brand new coasters unless we do some research, maybe? Oh, thank goodness we have research. Alright, so let's see, we have Back to the 80s. Vaguely remember what that is, but not exactly. Born to Loop, double the fun, back and forth. I'm gonna go for Born to Loop. I'm not so sure what that is, but I have a feeling that it might be something that we can use, which is gonna be good for us, because I'm hoping that it's actually the Looney Tunes coaster, because Crazy 8s is... I don't mean to toot my own horn, but it's actually a really good ride. It earns so much money, and it has few inversions. You know, it's actually pretty entertaining, not so fear-inducing or nausea-inducing. It actually works. Actually, maybe it's a little bit more fear-inducing than I just tried to sell it off as being, but let's see. Crazy eights. You're somewhere around here, little buddy. There we go. Yeah, the fear is actually a lot harder than I thought. And so is the nausea, actually. My bad. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just research that. That should be good. I think it's probably a good idea to place these rides. It seems like these are all paths here, which I'm not really happy with. Maybe it's trying to get us to maybe just build a bunch of rides along this way here, which I'm kind of okay with. Although I kind of want to put them over here, and maybe we can... Oh boy, craters, nice. And maybe we could build like a coaster or two there. Maybe that's not going to be that bad. Alright, so I'm going to go and try that. Why not? Let's place our first ride here, and I don't know if, you know, it's going to be as popular as it was before. We might just make a super nice queue just so it can be super popular. Maybe. Because it's really not a ride that can accommodate that many people. So there's one ride. And we're going to go for 2 rides over... Ooh. This one's a lot bigger than I remember. Well, that's okay. This is definitely okay. We can work with this. We're going to go ahead and place this one right over here. And that should be good for a start. I know I should probably be spending the money on coasters, but that's okay. Actually, now that I think about it, how much is our loan here? Because it said that we had loan. Yeah, this is honestly something I would do. This is honestly something I would do. And we can, what? We can only pay $7.50 per month. We can't pay less. We have to pay $7.50 per month, which I am not happy with, but well, I can't complain. It is what it is. So let's see. We want to go ahead and place our queue entrance right there and the exit right over here. Maybe we can go ahead and start the same thing over here. Let's see. Eesh. Oh boy, this is gonna be a difficult one, no doubt about that. I was kind of expecting that since, you know, the last one was pretty difficult for what it was, and I mean, we finished it in 3 episodes. This one might be like a 5 or 6er if I'm trying to guesstimate it as properly as I can. Eesh. Not so sure though, not so sure. So what kind of path do we have here? Let's see, we have this one right here. So I want to go ahead and connect it with, you know what, I'm going to swap these actually. Let's go ahead and undo that. I want to swap these just because it seems like this one's going to be better on this side just so we can connect it with that, and this one should be better on this side over here. There we go. Okay, so this should work out quite nicely for us. There we go. And let's go ahead and bring our path out to just, let's see, we can go out this way. Yeah, you know what, that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and bring it out this way, just right next to this other path. Nothing too big, nothing too small. It should work just fine as it is. We can do that. I don't really like that. We're just going to do that just like that, and there we go. All right, so now it's just a matter of laying down queues. I want to look at what the queue over here looks like, though, because maybe I can actually, like, mirror it a little bit. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that is actually full. That is, like, super full, and it's looking a little bit wooden, actually. I think we have some pieces on here that are covering our actual queue. Nice. That's definitely something I would do. So, let's see. That's not where our rides are. Where the heck? Oh my gosh. I was like, oh boy, I'm lost. Yeah, I was totally lost. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so we are back. We are going to go ahead and lay down some nice kind of queue here. Let's see. Do we have anything wooden? Oh, we do have wooden queues, so this isn't half bad. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep it looking kind of sort of the same. We'll be able to find the queue fairly easily. It's not that bad, so this should go something like that's actually really weird. Let's bring it out like this instead. We're gonna bring it up, I suppose, just to make it super long, because of course last time the Zozo was maybe a little bit too you know, popular, and we want to make sure that we capitalize on that a little bit. So let's put the queue, I suppose, right there is okay, sure, and it has 3% queue scenery rating. Not really that great. We could probably put it closer to that, but I'm not too concerned with that. It seems like we might have to swap things over on this one. Let me go ahead and get the queues done for these guys, and hopefully then we'll be able to start with a roller coaster build. Alright, our first 2 rides are placed and decorated. This one has an 81% queue scenery rating. This one has less, 62%, just because I don't want it to be so popular. If it's super popular, then it's just the queue's gonna get crazy and everybody's gonna be complaining, and I just don't want that. Especially, it really looks like we really can't fit so many people on there, so I just want to keep it kind of low, make sure that's kind of okay. We are losing a little bit of money, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pause it again. I know we want to maybe see the fireworks, maybe get the research going a little bit, because I would love to see what that coaster is. But that's not going to happen until we actually get our first coaster running. So let's go ahead and maybe start with, let's see. We can do an inversion coaster. We can do a coaster. Wait, does this even need inversions? This is at most 3 inversions. It doesn't say, you know, you need any inversions at all. But you have to actually get the excitement up there. So I guess we could maybe go for something like this and make it kind of a little bit inverted. Sure, I guess that's fine. Okay, I'm going to try for the first one, though. So we're going to need at most 3 inversions. So I guess maybe one of my favorite little loops that we can probably go with. Let's turn this around maybe over this way so we can maybe fit 2, 3 coasters in here. I don't know how many we're going to be able to fit. I'm going to try to make a small one. Not sure how well it's going to work, but hopefully it works pretty well for us. So let's see. The station is fine as it is. I guess. Let's see. We're going to maybe add a few more station pieces. 1, 2... 3. Let's see what we can do with this. Can we actually add more trains? We can. Can we add more cars? No, we can't. So we have, how many is this per? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 48 people at once. Sounds insane. Sounds actually a little bit too much, huh? Let's get rid of a little bit of what we just did there. And I want to maybe bring this down and bring this up. Sure. I guess it's a little bit better. It's honestly not that much better. But you know what? It's a bad idea to actually be paying for so much station when we're not exactly going to use it. So let's see. What can we actually do here? We have all kinds of loops. And let's see. Do we have a regular loop? We have these, guys. And that's exactly what I love using. We do have some dive loops. So that could be pretty interesting. We have a half loop up. That could also be interesting. We have rolls, of course, and the non-inverted pieces, which I guess are okay. Wait, what happened with the regular ones? I'm not seeing any regular pieces, so that's kind of making me a little bit sketched out. Kind of sort of not liking what's going on here, but whatever. We're going to work with this anyway. So let's see. I want to maybe take it out a little bit with some drive tires before we actually work with this. 1, 2 pieces. Let's maybe start turning it here. I kind of have this idea that I kind of want to drop it and then bring it through itself and then kind of loop it around like an 8, kind of like crazy 8s, except not so much. So let's see, want to maybe one more piece here and turn it that way. There we go. So like that, and that's a little bit too close for comfort. Maybe we could do something like this. Okay, no, that's not acceptable actually. We're gonna go ahead and maybe stretch out what we have here. So let's see, drive tires, bringing this out to 65. 1, 2. This is going a lot further out, but this is okay because now we get, that's exactly what I was looking for. It's definitely a lot further out, but I think this is okay. So let's see, we can go maybe a 45-degree angle. We can maybe not go so fast. What do you need? At least 5 excitement. No, you know what? This is fine. This is totally fine. We can maybe go out a little bit further this way, make this not even the halfway point, or we can. If this is the halfway point, this is basically where we're going to have to stop off, which actually not even. We're going to have to stop off before that. Whatever. You know what? I'm going to go with it. I'm just going to go with it and just do with it whatever I can. So let's see. Can we bring this? What? You saw nothing. You saw nothing, you guys. Nothing happened. Okay, sure. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and start turning this into this way because I want to have maybe the loop in here. So we can start turning this. It's going to be a little bit weird. We're going to have to, 45 degrees. Let's start turning at 45. We can do that. You know what? We're going way, way, way too deep, and that's not going to work. Now that I'm looking at it, it's just not going to work, especially since we have such a long length here. I'm going to go for 42. Let's go for that, and this is going to look a little bit insane, but I'm kind of okay with it. So let's see. Can we actually turn this without bringing it all the way to the ground? That's what I'm looking for here, not bringing it to the ground. Looks like that's going to be a big nope. But this might be okay because I'm going to be able to actually float the loop around. Yeah, you know what? I kind of don't want to do that. Kind of really don't want to do that. All right, so instead, we're going to go ahead and go to 49. Turn this at a there. Sure. Let's try that, and we're gonna of course bank it just so we won't kill people. Okay, this is exactly what I was thinking about. This right here is what I wanted. Well, that works for me. Sure. I guess we're gonna go ahead and grab this and maybe straighten this out a little bit there. Not actually use that though. We want to go for a Norwegian. I wanted to bring it. We're gonna have to make this a lot. Nope, we can't even use it. This coaster is too short, basically, and I'm just trying to make it, you know, not so long. That way we can actually meet that. This isn't working so well for us, so let's see. Can we actually just start using the loop here instead? Can we make it a little bit smaller? A little bit smaller. No, that's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to have to go back a little bit more, make this a little bit shorter, like there. And maybe now it's going to work? It's still actually crashing. What? Wait, hold the phone. It's not actually crashing anymore. It was just a little bit weird. Sure, I can accept this. This is fine. This is good, I hope. Alright, so I actually want to test this just to make sure that we have enough speed going on this guy so we can actually get through this, although I have a feeling that we might, so this might be okay. Let's just see, though, if it works, because I want to be safe. Better to be safe than sorry, you guys. That's just about it. The thing with this, though, that I don't really enjoy about this guy here is that it basically kills the excitement, which is really not that good for us because we, of course, need to keep this a pretty exciting coaster. But that's okay because we can solve that. Oh, geez, that's actually going really fast. That's going really, really fast. But we can solve that pretty easily because, of course, we have to loop it around through here and bring it back around. So what we're going to do is, of course, we're going to bring this down at a 45-degree angle. And we're going to just make it go crazy. Of course, we can't use any more inversions whatsoever. Otherwise, actually, we can use one more. I'm going to try to stay away from that just because I don't want to tempt the fates here. So let's go ahead and do something like this. We're going to carry down a lot of speed. Ooh, that's not exactly where I wanted to go with that. Go up. Can you actually turn back there? Whew, okay, that's exactly where I wanted to go with this. Although I would prefer that it's, you know, closer to that, but whatever. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to just start bringing it up. Sure, that can work. We're going to start bringing it up, and we're going to do this, and we're going to... we can probably bring it out a little bit and turn. Sure, I guess this might not work. This might not work at all. But I'm just trying to bring about the excitement here a little bit and bring it out. Thank goodness. Okay, it is going out there. This is exactly what I wanted, just maybe this part might not work out so well for us, but you know what, we're going to work with it as best as we can. Right, so we are just about on the ground right now, which means we can start raising this up again, and this turn was not actually banked, but it's hardly a turn, so I'm not too bummed out about that. So let's see, we're going to have to bring it through there. I want to bring it maybe into a 8 over here and then wrap it up, something like that. I don't know if this coaster is really going to be that fun now that I'm looking at it. But hey, you know what? If it is, good. If not, then we'll just try again. No big deal. All right, so we're going to go up a little bit, and that might actually be where we have to cap it because, of course, we really can't go that much higher. So let's go ahead and bring you out this way. And go down a little bit, just like that. All right, so, of course, we're going to have to turn it a little bit this way. And this should be okay because these turns aren't so... Actually, I'm going to have to make that turn a little bit sharper, which might not be so good for us. But let's try it. Let's give it a nice try there. And if it works, it works. If not, then you know what? Whatever. All right, so we're going to go right back up. Can we go up? No, not yet. We're going to... Ooh. We could do that, but I have a feeling that we're still having a little bit too much speed there. I'm going to test it out just in case. Smooth that. Let's see what we have here. It's a pretty small coaster, no doubt about that, but I want to make sure that it works. If it doesn't work, then we definitely have some work to do. Okay, so let's see. Where will this go wrong? Where will this go horribly wrong? We should have more than enough speed to make it up there. If we don't, then I will have to lower that and lower this one, which means we're going to have to rebuild a lot of this. I'm thinking that we might have to make this higher just so we can get... Oh no, that was actually good. That was perfectly fine, although it went into that... Yeah, it went into there a little bit too quickly. So let's see, where exactly do we have our excitement? Oh! This is good. This is actually not that bad. This excitement, not really the greatest. But over here, that's really good. This is looking really good. It seems like maybe it was the fear that killed us. Yes, it was, you guys. That's exactly what it was. Okay, let me make a few changes to this to make sure that it's actually usable. And then we'll actually open this guy up and... Well, if it completes one of our objectives here, that's going to be really good. If not, then I guess I'm going to have to keep trying. I've made a few changes, mostly in terms of speed on certain parts. Like the chain lift is a lot faster. This part over here is also at the highest speed that I can go just to try to make it more exciting. And it is more exciting. However, it's not really at the fear that we need it to be. So we have to work a little bit harder just to make sure we get there. So let's see, what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to make this lower, just so we can maybe bring in a lot of issues with, let's see, not that one there. The vertical G's, is that actually going to show it all? Yeah, it's getting more purple than it was before. So I'm going to continue bringing it down. I think I'm just going to do something like super drastic there. Don't know if this is going to work. If it does, well, great. If not, then eesh. It seems like it actually made it less fear-inducing, which is a little bit weird to me because that shouldn't have happened. And I know this doesn't look as pretty, but, you know, we have to try to focus more on functionality rather than looks at this point because I am at my wit's end with this coaster. I've been building this for over half an hour now and it's just not working. Oh, we're getting so close. We are getting so close. I wonder where else we can maybe instill some fear here. Let's see. We want to go ahead and edit the track. Can we bring this down any further? Because I would love to be able to bring it down as much as I can just because there we go. That looks horrifying right now. Can we even fix it? Actually, I don't want to fix that at all because if I move that, it's going to get weird. Okay, so let's try this. It's, of course, stupid looking, but, you know, it keeps the whole shape of, I don't know, a sleigh, at least. That's what it looks like to me with some weird decorations there. I kind of really like that. Also, we were able to complete one of our objectives here, which was attract 600 guests, although it looks like people are leaving. Maybe there's some people who aren't really too happy. They might be hungry, they might be thirsty, they might be... who knows? And we just lost a bunch of excitement, but gained a ton of fear. So... that was a little bit too drastic of a change, what I made just there. So let's see. This one is now at 13 feet. We were before at 20 feet. So let's go a little bit lower to 19. No, let's go for 18. Can we go 18? What is that? That's like 13? 18 feet. Whew. Okay, so it's just a matter of continuously testing this thing and lowering that down little by little before it gets, you know, scary enough for these people. I don't know what exactly... I don't know why I picked on that part. I guess it looked like it could be the scariest part of this whole coaster. Even though that seems ridiculously dumb, it just is what it is. So we have the length, we have the inversions, we have the excitement. All that we're missing is the fear, and obviously trying to turn a profit here. Alright, so we have everything that we need now. We have the excitement, we have the fear, we have, well, you know, the excitement really isn't that great, but I'm going to keep it as is because I really don't want to mess this coaster up anymore. I almost said a different word. That's just how frustrated I am with this coaster right now. Okay, so it has everything that it needs. So let's go ahead and start placing our entrances and exits and whatnot. Is this on the opposite side? It is. This is... I thought I put it on this side. Well, is it too late to, you know, change this around here? It is not, thank goodness. Whew, okay, so we're going to have to retest it, but you know what, that's not a big issue. So let's see, we want to put the queue over there and place the exit right over on this side. I guess that's going to be enough room for this. And we are going to go ahead and use the same old path, just maybe bring it down here. Let's see, we are using, we're using these kinds of regular natural paths here. I guess that's okay. Is this the same path? I think it is, it's just not wide enough. So let's see, let's go for 20. I'm going to assume it's 20. It is not. It's actually wider than that. 30? Is that the widest? It's the widest. It's 33. Fair enough. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just bring this guy all the way through if we can. That's actually not right there. Something like this. There we go. And we can just continue on our way here. Can we please? Thank you. So let's just keep going on here. We're going to just run into this coaster a little bit. Probably run into some of the queues too. So we're going to have to make the queues higher up, which is okay with me because the coaster is naturally higher up there, so that's really not a problem. Alright, so let's go ahead and use our wooden path because I really like this one. Excuse me? What? Excuse me? Okay, I was like, that's not really what I was looking for. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and do something like this, and that's, wow. You know what? I kind of like that. So I'm going to go for it. However, the queue is, of course, going to have to be a little bit different just because it has to be longer. So we're going to go ahead and just bring this guy out a little bit. I think I want to make it semi-long just because, you know, this is a pretty... Can I not do that, though? Can I not? Deleting. Okay. Whew. Okay. Whew. We had to do that, okay? We had to do that just to save our butts here so we can actually do something like this. Now, I would prefer if the queue was on the ground. That way we can do something special with it. Can I bring this around and actually connect it where I want it to go? Eesh, I have to delete even more. This isn't good. This is spending a little bit more money than I wanted to and obstructed. Aha. So, can we maybe just get rid of everything that we just did and move the queue further in? Can you? Oh. God dang it. Okay, that's good. Let's try to move this guy inward and maybe not run into the coaster if that's something that we can do. Ooh, I don't want it that far in. Something like... Sure, I'll accept that one there. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to make some changes here. Nope. We're just going to go and bring it inside. I suppose that's going to be fine. We'll just leave that area there for maybe some nice decoration, maybe a sign or something like that. Yes, it keeps trying to connect that. I really don't want that there because I want to connect over here, of course, and... I kind of like this idea, connecting right from the exit, just because we might be able to get people who want to repeat visit the coaster or something. I don't know. Let's go ahead and test this guy. I'm going to go ahead and charge $18 at first. And, of course, we have to decorate the queue somehow. Didn't really have a building in mind just yet. So what we might just do is sprinkle a little bit of, the usuals. Sprinkle a tree here, a tree there, and ta-da, suddenly we're done. We are, however, going to have to get some bins and benches down on this path here just because we don't exactly have the room for it up there, which I'm kind of okay with just because it seems like people are already pretty tired if we look at the guest panel in a second. And they're going to need a place to rest, so I approve of that. So let's see, we're going to put some bins right across there, and I'm okay with this, the way it is. It looks like we're going to need a camera somewhere around here, though, because naturally people are going to be coming through here. And there's just no security, so if we can catch them on camera, that's going to be all the better. So there we go, camera right there, and our Q scenery rating is still not that great, is it? No, it's just 7%. So, trees it is. Do we have any nice dried up trees here that we can use? Or large bushes? Wait, are these actually tall enough? No way. Okay, these are tall enough. This is perfect, you guys. Because I love me some bushes for these queues here. They just look super nice, and they bring different color to this bland scenery, basically, because it's all red all over the place, and I don't exactly like that too much. Maybe, for the Wild West theme, that's okay, but just not for the queues. Just not for the queues. And it looks like we've reached a limit to where we can actually place these guys, so I'm going to just move them around a little bit so we can fit some more all throughout the rest of the queue. There we go. Something just like that is how I've been decorating most of the time, which... I mean, it's really not that creative, but it works, and people can still walk on this, so I guess that's just fine. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and do something up like this, like that, and just speed this up a little bit because we are spending a little bit too much time trying to decorate this guy here. Alright, there we go. That looks actually really terrible, but whatever. Whatever. What do we have now? 39%? I can accept that, even though it's really not that great still, but what are we going to do right now? Really, we want to just open this guy up and try to make some money. So, it needs testing first, which is rather unfortunate. But hopefully people will start coming over here pretty soon. Let's see, is there anybody? Oh, we have people over there. Nice. Okay, so this should be good then. We should be good to open pretty soon. And what I want to do is I want to actually bring food and drink to this area just so more people can come over here and be like, hey, I guess that's a ride worth riding. Let's see, it's still good. It's still good. Thank goodness. So yes, are they stuck? Because I don't see them walking any further. That shouldn't be the case. Maybe they haven't realized that there's a coaster here. Whatever. We're just going to pay attention to that a little bit later. So let's see. Guest needs. They're thirsty. They want a drink shop. They wish they had a toilet. They're hungry. They want a food shop. They don't have enough money to go on Magnificent Thunder, which is not this ride. We should actually give this ride a name. So please, give me your name suggestions so I can name this ride something majestic and magnificent, like Magnificent Thunder. So it looks like we're going to need maybe an ATM around here. Do we have ATMs available to us? We do. And can we just stuff one somewhere here where it can kind of sort of go, like maybe one of the custom ones, just put it somewhere here so we can get people taking out some money just randomly. Let's see. Can we flip it this way? Yes, we can. And is this a regular path or is this not a regular path? I'm not 100% on that. It can be a queue. It can be a path. Where's the exit? Let's see. The exit's all the way over here. Can we maybe attach it somewhere on this side? That would be a no. This path goes all the way down. Oh, okay, so that is a regular path, but it's just not allowing us to attach this guy there. So let's see. People come through over here. Maybe we can attach it, float it, something like that. I don't know. We should be able to maybe put it... Aha, there's maybe a little bit of room here. I might just have to toggle the collision just because it seems like we can't put this guy anywhere. I would love for it to go somewhere here. Obviously not in the ground. Does it go the opposite way? I'm pretty sure it doesn't because that makes no sense. Yeesh. Okay, so trying to fit this guy somewhere in here is not exactly working. Is that a bin right in front of the thing? I think it is. That's the exit. Hold the phone. That's the exit. Where exactly do we enter from then, game? Where exactly is our entrance? Ah, we enter right through here. Gotcha. Okay, so somewhere around here, we should be able to place this. Let's see. Obstructed. Okay. We're going to go ahead and just try to edit things here. Let's see. Where exactly did I find it before? Disable. Oh, wait, what? It's actually on. Wait, what? It's on? And it's not working. Huh. Okay, that's sad. Disable scene. No, I actually want it to happen. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to actually have to place this guy somehow, some way, somewhere over here instead, because it's not working anywhere else. So let's see. ATM, do your duty if you can fit here at least. It looks like it should. But it's just not getting a path for some reason. Oh my gosh, headaches. Headaches all over the place. We can probably just put it... Yeah, there we go. It should do that over here, but it just doesn't do that. Why are you like this, ATM? Oh, maybe because the path is a little bit weird. So let's see. We can probably fit it. Can we move this? We cannot move this. God dang it. God dang it, you guys. It's just not... It's not meant to be, is it? We can't fit it there because... We got it. We got it. Yes. Okay, let's bring this guy down to the ground as much as we can. We're going to just open it up just right there. No questions asked. Okay, ATM 11. We're going to charge $1 as is usual just because it would be nice to make some money from this guy. And now there's a random ATM just sitting there for people to actually grab money and be able to ride the coaster, and it broke down, which is okay because we do have a mechanic to fix this kind of stuff. And look at that, people are actually taking money from it. Good. Okay, so I feel a lot better about that now. However, I don't yet feel too good about this guy. It looks like people are walking over here. However, we do need some nice drinks and food stalls. So let's see. We have a Western ATM. Do we have any Western buildings, like overall? Simple food stall. Okay, entrance is that it? What? Large Western entrance. No, that's really not what I'm looking for. How's about maybe like a large Western shops or something like that? Is that actually a thing? Yeah, no, actually it really isn't. Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna have to start with like a little bit of a food stall and then start swapping things out for drinks and whatever else we can get until we maybe do some more research. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna work here, but we're gonna try it. So let's see. We could probably do with stuffing this guy over here just to enhance our queue, because that's exactly what we want. Let's see. Is this actually gonna fit here, or is it not? Is it gonna be a stubborn? Is it really gonna be that stubborn? It works there, if it turn it just that way. But that way is a little bit annoying. Eesh. It was like one little spot right there. Fine. What? No, you say you can. Oh, that's frustrating. That is so frustrating, you guys. Alright, whatever. We're just going to make a little bit of a food market over here then, and, you know, maybe even toilets and everything like that. So let's see. Of course, we have to make some room for the queue, so we're going to just do something like that. And we have Mexilente here, which I guess works for Wild West, even though it's a little bit weird. And I suppose we can get right next door another building, you know, a twin building, but this one's going to say something different, like hot drink or something like that, because we were super lame. Oh boy, alright, so let's see. We're going to call this, can we edit that sign? Edit building, can we edit this sign? Yes, hot drink. There we go. And it says the Garden of Eden. The Garden of... The Garden of... Why is... all the tildes in the world. The Garden of... Let's see, Dean. Sure, let's just go for something really weird. Okay, this is, you know, the oddest... Basically... oddest thing I've ever built, but it has to be this way just because we don't exactly have any Western themed buildings to work with, just this one. So we want to go ahead and select that so we can actually get rid of Mexilente, because we don't want that. We want something to drink. Let's see, Cosmic Cow is always very popular. We could go for Pip Shot though, because Pip Shot was super popular before. I guess water is maybe a good idea for something that's a place that's really, really hot. So sure, we're gonna do that, and there's no signs to actually tell you what these are, but I guess that's just fine. So we have Pip Shot water, we have Mexilente, we have places to eat and drink, and now that means we should probably add even more of our benches and bins just to make sure that people can throw away their trash and not be super dirty, because they're always really dirty for some reason. I've never quite come to understand just why they just litter wherever. They don't care. They're just like, hey, you know what? This is a good time to litter, so let me just do it. No, don't ever litter, ever. My gosh, these people, they're just gonna, oh, they're queuing for a coaster. Yes, that's exactly what we wanted. So this is looking like it's working. They're definitely getting some food and some drink. Right now it's looking like they're focusing more on drinks. And they have their, is it bottled water? I've never actually taken a look at what it is. Oh, they bought both food and drink. Nice. And it is bottled water. So that's, I mean, how much are we charging for bottled water? Are we, oh my gosh, we are ripping them off. But you know what? That's okay because every amusement park, every movie theater, everything ever always rips people off in terms of bottled water. All right, so it looks like this coaster is actually getting pretty popular. A lot of people are actually flocking over here and being like, hey, I guess I want to, Ooh, the queue looks fast. I want to go on it. And, I mean, they're still walking here, even though the queue isn't really that nice. I would love to move these buildings somehow over here and maybe have it working a little bit more for us. But it seems like that's just not going to happen. Oh, and our only mechanic is unfortunately very, very unhappy. So it looks like we're going to have to maybe train him a little bit harder and pay him a little bit more. How much money do you want, you guy, huh? You guy, who says that? Let's go for 575 because he is the only one working here, and it seems like he's focused mostly on that ride, which I would like for him to move around a little bit, even though it's a little bit far. Let's go ahead and actually do, let's see, 30 minutes on this one, excuse me, 10 minutes on that one as well, and maybe soon we'll be able to charge more for this coaster, but we'll be able to see if that's the case in the next episode, because that is it for this episode of Planet Coaster Career Mode. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, share your support, and subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.